Hello, 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 hello. Guess who? Yours truly, John Beattie, International Director of the British People's League. BritishPeoplesLeague.com produces these twice-a-month videos for your viewing pleasure, hopefully to stir you up to action, to assist in our lobby cause. Whether you're in the motherland, Australia, New Zealand, the old white empire, the old white colonies, whatever you want to call it. Speaking of colonies, we see there's trouble in Gibraltar. We see the Falklands is somewhat settled, but here's in Spain they're trying to sort of hook up with Argentina over the Falklands and Gibraltar. It's kind of ironic that the Prime Minister of Britain, Cameron, he doesn't do anything for the little people in the streets of Britain, the white people who are freezing in the winters, the pensioners and so on. But yet, on a big issue such as the right to stay British, as in Gibraltar or the Falklands, Cameron has the guts to send a warship off to the coast of Spain. That took guts. It's ironic, conservatives, you know. Conservatives always seem so weak and timid, but when it comes right down to the big matters, hey, there's the warship off the coast of Gibraltar. And the sad part of it is we're trying to get white people working together around the globe, but our old nationality always shines through. And those steady listeners know that's why we chose the name British People's League years and years ago, because the all-encompassing white approach just won't work. Look at Spain and Britain now at each other over Gibraltar. Whether it's Croatia, Serbia, Hungary and Poland, the different nationalities want to shine through. So, the British People's League is what we started with, and that's what you've got. Irony number 2 of today's show. We're talking about our British roots, of course, the motherland, Canada, etc. Many British Americans, well, we're going to bounce off of what's happening in the States for a bit of the show today. It's just unbelievable. Everyone can see what's going on. The Australian youth murdered by non-white teenagers. The 88, 89-year-old veteran, white veteran from the Second World War, murdered by teenagers not white. Oh, how careful we must be. How careful we must be. But the irony is you got people like big shots Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh. They're now talking about the black on white crimes out of America. I mean, as I've said in these shows in the past, without even going into the details, we'll let you do your homework and see the daily news. We all know what's going on. It's pretty obvious. There's no doubt the British People's League is going to soar one day, not a dream, because we're ready. We're ready for the backlash organizing. Those of British stock around the globe are in touch by email. The emails are enthusiastic. Yes, the van plan, we're still waiting for next spring, and I can tell you, just the other evening I met group of young fellas, 5 of them, and they are raring to go on the van plan. But unfortunately, yours truly, I have a day job that I have to slowly coast and wind up nicely. And that takes time, a lot of paperwork. So give me the end of December for that. Then we'll get into the new year, and then by spring we'll be ready for the van plan, because the young folks are itching to do it. And those who don't recall what the van plan was all about, then scroll backwards, way back, way down on the BritishPeoplesLeague.com homepage until you find the van plan. But in short, we're going to picket the small villages as a friendly picket in front of their post offices every Saturday morning for just a short while. Flash picket, not long enough to cause any problems with the odd new Canadian. And one sign will say, "Keep our villages majority white." And the other one simply, YouTube John Beattie or BritishPeoplesLeague.com. Yes, it's a shortcut to the YouTubes if you Google YouTube John Beattie. Heck, that video we did with the young lady from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. You can even Google in just simply Sarah from Oshawa. Sarah with an H, S-A-R-A-H, Sarah from Oshawa. And there it pops up even under Oshawa, so we've got someone down there doing her stuff. What else can we add at this point? Well, let's have a look at our flashcard. Well, of course, the Arab world in total commotion. As a lobby force, a lobby organization, the British People's League, we can give comments. It's a mess to sort out. It is a mess. We're not going to project ourselves into political power. We're a pressure group, a lobby group, international lobby group. I suppose the simple answer would be for the Western white nations to just get the hell out of Arabia. Just get the hell out of Arabia. Let the chips fall where they may. That's what we suggest. This is a preview as to the daily news videos yours truly will be doing with the British People's League come mid-February into the new year. Every day, Monday to Friday, 20-minute video wrap-up of international news of concern to those of British stock around the globe. And we're going to call the shows Dinosaur News. Dinosaur, well, Dinosaur was the most powerful on the planet Earth, as was our white race. Then the dinosaur became extinct. Is our white race going to become extinct? If we don't smarten up, we could become extinct. Powerful? Well, yes. It's just the liberals have the white power, and they're dropping bombs around the globe, killing a lot of people. As they say, let's get the hell out of Arabia. It's difficult to know on these shows just how to go. We're not competing with the modern world razzmatazz. We want to get the point across. We want to be relaxed. We want to assure you that we are in control. The British People's League platform is simple: remembering and fighting for the memory of our ancestors legally, verbally, with these broadcasts. And our van plan, when it comes to fruition, it will be the spark, and then there will be vans around the country. I believe it was, quite a few videos ago, we projected to the year 2023. Just 10 years from now, 120 months, we will be big time. It's not the thoughts of being big time, woo, as some circus performance. We're talking in memory of our ancestors, in memory of Nelson, Trafalgar, in memory of Sir John A. Macdonald behind me, Queen Victoria, portrait on the wall, or Stop the Immigration poster. And our people out there who do shower me with praise after these videos, not because this boy's an entertainer, don't intend these shows to be entertaining, but I'm just getting some good praise in that we're doing it. We're inspiring people, and I can hardly hold back a grin. It's hard to believe out of what would we say, 350 million people in North America, roughly, we'll say, very rough, and you know, still, at least we could say half of that is pure white ancestry, British ancestry for the main part, German ancestry, our European cousins. And a slight grin and a bit of a shock is that there are so few spokespeople out there. Just when new internet shows start up talking for the white language, for the white man, for the white race, start up and then they fold. Of course we need the young. Without the young, what's going to happen? But the irony of the situation seems to be that old-timers like myself and a few in the States who have been at it for decades, tried and true, that's what you can count on. Johnny come latelys just, they come in for a few months and they're gone. But we're still here. There's now a generation of people who who were patriots years ago and they went off the deep end, whatever. You can't blame them. I mean, the government's supposed to do something about immigration. I give the Conservative Party of Canada a little pinch. They are sending back illegals. I'm talking Canada now. I don't know how the rate is in Australia, how they're doing, and they've got the problem over there, of course, with boat people landing from the Far East into Australia's shores. We all see what's going on. White people are being murdered, slaughtered, especially in the United States. Now here in Canada, it's more black on black crime, killing each other. But there's white innocent bystanders getting it in between the killings. The situation is just crazy out there. But we offer you stability, folks. You stick with being friends of the British People's League. BritishPeoplesLeague.com. Email contact, BritishCanada@gmail.com. BritishCanada@gmail.com. Now, anywhere in North America, it's too bad it can't be extended overseas, but anywhere in North America, you can call for free into the British People's League office. 1-800-431-3388. 1-800-431-3388. That's 24 hours a day. If people are caught in an urgent situation, we can refer people to our friends in the States. We have our network, and it's growing. In Columbus, Ohio, our #1 contact for years and years, John Gerhardt in Columbus, Ohio. You look him up on Google, I'm sure you can find a way to get in touch. He's just been a great coach, as so many in our blind list are. Great coaches, giving me input. Sitting back in between videos, sometimes waiting for the next video. Will Beattie reappear or will Beattie disappear? Sticking it for the long haul, folks, and I'm going to be around for a few years yet to keep plugging away. As say, I'm excited to come the new year to do the videos 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, Ontario time, between 10 and noon. We'll do a wrap-up of the news of concern. And we're talking every day, Monday to Friday. Serious business. Until then, just twice a month of videos. As I said, I have a lot to do to wind down my day job properly and smoothly. A lot of work there. Okay, the power of our legal British People's League lobby force. I do know that the stronger we grow, the more influence we're going to have. Well, it's like the liberal lobby groups in the States. That's how they pull it off. Fortunately for the National Rifle Association, there are organizations out there talking our language, and it keeps us on a roll. The more commotion, unfortunately, it takes commotion for our wings to grow. And our wings are spreading as a result of the multicultural invasion. Our peoples in Australia, our friends in Australia, New Zealand, the motherland itself. Hey, we have no intentions of competing with organizations in the motherland, but there are so few organizations internationally for white people that we have to stick together, and that's our raison d'tre. How's that for French Canadian? Our reason for being. Our reason for being is in memory of our ancestors, as I keep repeating. I can't repeat enough. The people who conquered this land for our ancestors and then made a great agreement with the French Canadians of Quebec that they could keep their own civil administration, etc. So, hey, British People's League, we don't feel we're miles above everyone. No. We work with our European cousins, hand in hand, glove in glove. And we intend to make our mark. I said something sort of ironic, I believe, in a very recent video to the effect that we really don't care about the videos going viral. We don't. We want to build conscientiously, methodically, in a very constructive fashion with good people. If everything goes viral and there's 150 emails a day pouring into, or even the YouTube comment section, It's difficult to know where to allot the time to answer these emails. We're not going to answer every email. Good emails, yes. But just, you know, little itty bitty, sorry. You know, make your email, make a point, okay? Make a point, and we will answer you. But if it was viral, we couldn't handle it. Not at this point. Let's wait till I'm full-time for the British People's League. Full-time. And then we'll see about getting on volunteer part-time staff here at the headquarters building, etc. A bit of housekeeping thoughts here. You know, we have our approach. Other groups have their approaches. Sometimes yours truly, I'll comment on other groups' approaches, etc. It doesn't mean I agree with their approaches totally, but they've come up with something interesting. And you'll see my comments internationally on different forums. That does not mean I agree with a complete outfit or their hard work, as sincere as they are. If there's different reasons for that, well, so be it. You know, it's corny analogy as hell. If you're going to sell a car, you've got to have the right words. You've got to have the right situation, okay? You're not going to sell a car if you don't have sales ability. Now, sales, you could think, well, that's a lot of razzmatazz, that's a lot of phony stuff. Well, no. Common sense. Go right back to the roots of the British People's League. When you look in the phone book, in the small villages, the names are still Jones, Cooper, Smith, Howard, you name it, Walker. The majority in the villages. And that's why our van plan, we're going to have flash pickets, the small villages, to fortify the white people in the villages that we're here for them, and they hopefully will be here for us. Unity in action, white unity in action, for those of British stock and our European cousins. Yeah, we say British Canadian, we have more in common than we have with, say, polka parties. You know, we like our brass music, our bagpipes, whatever. We've got these little differences within the white band, let's face it. And they're not going to go away. So every ethnic identity should be proud of themselves. Yes, and the other races. But it just seems a lot from the other races that have arrived on the shores of Australia, the motherland, Britain, the States or Canada. They don't respect our identity. We want mutual respect. Those are nice, sweet words. But underlying is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I look like the slight, nice little lamb here coming across, nice and sweet. But believe me, as we grow, and as the invasion keeps growing, there's going to come a day when the line is drawn in the sand and the gloves come off. Oh, legally, of course. But by that time, we'll have the illegal administrators saying, look, British People's League, give us a hand. We cannot control the invasion any longer. We cannot control the rampant crime. As they're saying south of the Canadian border the last few days, some people down there talking about they had a dream. They had a dream. Well, we too have a dream. We have the dream of taking our countries back. We have the dream of leaving our doors unlocked again. We have the dream of promotion of family, the spirit of our ancestors, the goodness of our ancestors, the proper Christian religion that our old-timers used to have. That's the spirit of our ancestors. That's our dream. We too have a dream. And we're going to make our dream come true as sure as mathematics. The algebraic formula of common denominator. With our common denominator of those of British and European stock once again glued together as friends, our dream will come true. The invasion will be stopped. The illegals will be sent back in droves. Now, Johnny, you don't want to sound like a wolf. Let's just be a nice, gentle lamb. Okay, folks, that's the wrap-up for this week, for this video. That's our promised 2 videos for August. Our 2 videos coming up for September. Keep the faith, baby. We're with you. We're on a roll. BritishPeoplesLeague.com. BritishCanada@gmail.com. Steady as she goes, mates. Thanks for tuning in. Plug for Candor, our buddies, our lady friends in Britain. Candor, you'd think I'd have it memorized by now. Candor.org.uk. Candor.org.uk. Great books, great culture, historical reminders through Candor. They are the Rock of Gibraltar within patriotic circles in the motherland and abroad too. Okay, that's it. Talk to you in September. Again, a sincere goodbye, good wishes.